Pacioretty scores! Go, Mr. Pacioretty, shot scores! 4-1 Canadians!
Pass right in, they score! There's Gus, he's got the goal, and now another one. And the backhand scores!
What a shot from Pavel Datsyuk!
How many tricks just went down that you've never seen before?
Well, it's stuff that you'd hope for in the best trick.
I had no plan, really. I had certain tricks that I wanted to do in that run, but, you know, kind of like dropped in and it just kind of started flowing.
Into the switch mode.
Oh,
switch kick Levindi.
Into the...
Oh my God! No!
I think one of the tricks, I think it was the switch flip that half flipped and I grabbed it, you know, in a half flip and I almost bailed and I made it. As soon as I made that trick, I was like, I'm not falling off my board now. You know, it's like if I didn't fall off that, I'm not going down. So I just went for every trick that I thought of, you know, as it came to my mind that I wanted to do, and it just worked.
And the best thing is that switch rock and roll. Oh my gosh!
If you do a rock and roll, you just do this, and turn your shoulders, and come back down, and Bob will do it without turning his shoulders in the wrong way, and he'll be going that way, but looking that way, and you're like, what? You just, how did?
This is Bob. He's still going. He doesn't care if time's up.
Oh! What? Stop it!
I can't even stop.
We have lost our minds in the booth right now.
I think if there was a moment in my life where it felt like there was no time, you know, that was the end of that run when when it was over and I stood on the ramp for like, 5 or 10 seconds and then people just kind of were all over me. I mean, that was it.
Jake Brown, I think all of us remember him flying out of the sky and exploding at the big air competition in LA.
Jake Brown, base jumper with no parachute?
I broke the free dive record.
Now he's going for the 720 to a big 540, and if he hits that, he's got his backup plan covered.
720. Oh, he's got it! Are you kidding me?
Oh my God. On Mega Ramp, you can have, conversation with yourself before you land. I mean, you can think, oh, I'm going to make it. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not.
Do I want to land on my feet? No, I sprained my ankle a month ago. That's going to hurt. Do I tuck and roll? Do I go to my knees and slide? No, I'm going to land too flat. And then,
holy I'm it's about that.
Oh man, that was the heaviest slam we've ever seen.
He just made his 720. He wanted to do a backside 540, but he wasn't set up. He would have carved off the ramp. So he tried to correct himself, and in the process, wasn't set for the quarter pipe when he needed to be.
He should have been compressing through the transitions and then sort of releasing up on the vert. He was so compressed, and he compressed it into the wall and then just ejected outward.
And I just saw that happening like right in front of me. I walked over to him, and honestly, I thought he was dead for a second because he wasn't breathing. He was just like laying on his back there, with his eyes wide open, just like.
Please get up. Please wake up. Please be okay. You know, that's like most of us were thinking. And then in full Jake Brown mode, Australian gnarly dude just gets up.
Are you kidding me? Is he up?
He was not standing up.
There's no way he could be standing up for that.
Unbelievable.
I fractured a vertebrae in my wrist and had some pretty crazy whiplash. Actually, I was bleeding internally. I didn't know about that, but possibly if I didn't go to the hospital, I might have bled to death. But I think that's the only thing that could have gone wrong.
The fact that he got up and that he literally walked away and that he came back the next year to win a medal, I mean, that's all time. That's huge.
A slam is like, you're going around, you're coming close, and then all of a sudden you really try to put it down, then boom, all of a sudden you're on the ground and you're in pain.
Back split rocket
Man, now I know what it's like to see that.
You know, all I remember was a blur, and then it was just like time just started. It was like time was standing still. I remember looking up at the ceiling and just going, whoa, like what just happened?
And Danny, no matter how hard he goes down, he does not give up.
So I didn't know if I broke my neck or not. I didn't know if I broke anything. People running out and intensifying the situation. I just told everyone to get the back off and let me assess myself for a second, and then we'll decide where to go with it from there.
Thankfully, with the help of our medical staff, getting up, wanting to walk off on his own power as only Danny does.
Knowing Danny's drive, it didn't surprise me that much that he would want to get up again, but the fact that he was going to go try the exact same thing, that was really shocking to me.
This isn't over yet, and this isn't going to be over for another, 20 minutes, but then it's over for another year. So, you know, how much pain can you really take and how long can you take it for? And then that was like kind of what I decided to do, was just to test myself.
Sure enough, he went back up and did the trick that he had just almost killed himself the time before. And that's, to me and to people that do it, the epitome of skateboarding.
I feel like such a soft human being. He's taking his run.
I just can't believe it.
Come on, Danny. Make this one safe.
There's only a few people that know how to do varial fives in the first place. If you watch it closely, you see him actually let go of his board, slide it upwards, and then grab it again. And I caught it, and I was like, wow, that's really even more unbelievable that he did that way.
I've never felt that beat up from one day of skateboarding or 1 week of skateboarding in my life ever. Like that was like, I felt like I got hit by a car, you know, like for real. Like got ran over and then felt like the guy backed up and burned out on me and did it again, you know?
Whenever you say you can't do something, remember Danny Way.
I would have rather it to gone smoothly and me to do what I really wanted to do that day, minus all the drama. But I'll take it, you know what I mean? It's cool, it's a good story.